Hey, everybody. Welcome to What You Watchin', the Cult Classics bonus content. Cameron Jones here, along with my co-host,
Mark Nussle.
Jordan Jones.
What you guys been watching recently? I feel like I usually start it off. Someone take it over.
I watched Terminator 1 and 2 consecutively.
Well, we all know that. And go check our full episodes. Those are the most recent ones.
I'll take it. I've been watching a lot of actually not TV or movie. Well, TV. March Madness. Watched a lot of March Madness over the past month.
Same.
Yeah.
I
was
didn't
immediately
watch
busted.
a single second of a game.
It was a weird year. We don't have to get too much into sports, but I've been watching a lot of March Madness.
For the first time, because Iowa women's are so good, they made it to the finals, kind of a magical run. Got Caitlin Clark. I watched that. I watched like 3 women's games this year, which I normally don't do.
Both of you March Madnessing. That makes sense. I mean, tis the time of the year.
Thoughts on the? Thoughts on the whole thing. I mean, I'm wearing this with a biased Iowa hat on, but I don't know. I think it was a really great year for them, and they made it far. Far as you can.
Made it far. They got beat, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
But I can't believe they made it that far, and they're fun to watch, and it was a fun game. It was more fun
she's
than
coming
the
back
side.
for, I guess, it could be even 2 more years. She's got the COVID year she could come back for as well.
Yeah.
More good Iowa
I'm excited.
basketball to come.
I'm going to catch a game next year because I live here now, so I might as well, right? If she's going to be like the best women's college basketball player.
No professional sports. That's what you do now.
And
that's the best thing you can do. Start scouting.
Carver Hawkeye Arena is such a cool venue too.
It's a sick venue. I haven't been there long time.
They still have the frozen custard.
Are they known for their custard?
Frozen yogurt. They're known for frozen yogurt.
Yeah, they got some badass raspberry.
Custard, huh?
I'll tell you what, you better get in the line before halftime if you want to see the second half. That's all I'm saying. Don't go.
No, I just love it because it looks like a normal building from the outside, and then it's just it's just deep,
dug in,
you know what I mean?
Into the ground.
Yeah, it's
a unique arena that is built below ground.
So it doesn't
I don't
look
think
like
there's
an
many
arena.
like that.
Yeah, I don't. That's really cool. Anyways,
I would say the design looks like a college art studio. At the top, you're like, hey, this is where the art department is.
Yeah.
And then below there's a little
arena.
All right, anyway, I digress. What have I watched just before here? I watched the newest Ted Lasso episode.
Oh, nice. It is back. We were talking about it. How many episodes are out so far?
I think this was episode 3, possibly 4. I don't know how many there'll be, probably 8 to 11, and I think it's the final season.
You were kind of joking about the Terminator thing, but back to that real quick. Funny enough, right before bed, Chris just started Terminator Genesis, which is... Okay, so I looked up the order. It's Terminator 1, 2, Judgment Day, 3, Rise of the Machine, 4, Salvation, 5, Genesis, and then 6, the newest one with Linda Hamilton again.
But if we're Star Warsing this, what order? Is Genesis a prequel? Is Genesis just even...
This was the first time we were doing a reimagining.
Got it.
There's only one prequel, though, right?
Okay, but this is kind of perfect. Here's exactly how Genesis starts. It's with John Connor. We have an actor playing John Connor, sending back our stars Kyle Reese of this one again.
You gotta fuck my mom.
Kind of, yeah. It's the point where he's sending Kyle Reese back, but when Kyle Reese shows up, Linda Hamilton, played by she played Khaleesi on Game of Thrones. I'm spacing on her name.
Amelia Clark.
Amelia Clark pulls up and she's like, "Come with me if you want to live." I'm Linda Hamilton, and for some reason, I'm militant and know what's going on already.
Well, I can tell you what. I'm just happy that they didn't do the motion capture face young person.
They did. Arnold's in it, and he plays an old and a young version of himself.
Is that a tee-up? Did you know that?
No, I truly didn't. But now that you say it, I do remember it, and it definitely looked like there was
After 2, they do it in all of them. I think.
My God, he's got the face of a 30-year-old, but the knees of a 65-year-old.
Is that why you guys hated Looper for the most part? Was the
No, that was
story.
Story. Got it. Expectation management. They just didn't know what it was.
I don't think they tricked us, but we tricked ourselves to thinking we were getting a different movie. That's it. That's all.
Okay. I just thought it was going to be different.
Cameron says he's gone back, watched Looper, and it was good with different expectations.
In retrospect, go back and watch it. Just not knowing now what it is.
Expectations.
Yeah, you can kind of appreciate what it is now.
So here's where I went wrong with Looper. Mm-hmm. It ended up being way more of a sci-fi movie than I thought.
Yeah.
To Does that make sense?
No,
And I thought I was getting a little different.
You thought you were
My
getting
bad.
Bruce Willis action, but like maybe like a high class action one. Because who directed it? Wasn't it like it wasn't?
I'll have to-
Nolan.
No, it definitely wasn't that.
But I feel like it was someone notable.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll get to the bottom.
Ryan
no-
Johnson.
Oh, it was Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
Who did Knives Out, Glass Onion.
Yeah, I was about to say,
one
but
of the
someone
Star
who
Wars.
does movies I like, so I don't know. It's still good. Check it out again. On to something new that we haven't talked
You know
about
what the
before.
toughest part of Looper
Yeah,
is?
we're back into it again.
Just lastly, and I'm sure we'll cover this again and again.
Yeah.
It's not the plot. It's not whatever. It's watching Joseph Gordon-Levitt's kind of become middle-aged and bald into Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Those last couple ones, like, that's rough.
Yeah.
What's interesting is like I see here Ryan Johnson directed 3 highly acclaimed episodes of Breaking Bad. It's kind of interesting that directors go in and like direct a couple episodes of a TV show, right? Isn't that interesting?
I don't think it used to be like that. I think it's like that now.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty common now, just with any long-going series where like you'll get maybe like the main director for like a
I
big
think
chunk
it's cool.
of like
I don't know. That's
you'll have the main director for like big chunk key episodes kind of thing, and then you'll get those guest directors that come in and follow
Wouldn't
the
it be
same
funny
format.
if, like, all of a sudden, like, someone like Christopher Nolan did Breaking Bad, and they're like, "Man, that one got real weird
Yeah,
about
that one episode.
time."
Did you understand that one at all?
Did you guys
Or
get
even
what's
just
going
like-
on?
like
They were
a-
really
like a-
manipulating time in that
like a
one.
sitcom like Friends or something. Nolan comes in and like what?
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. It's like, yeah, I did it. Just a straight 1, 2, 3 camera. You wouldn't even know, but I really like that episode. I stand behind my work.
On to something new that a few of us have seen. The men.
Oh, just FYI, I like Ted Lasso so far. That's all.
Oh yeah, season 3
Okay.
episode. How many did you say were out?
3 or 4, one of the two.
Okay, I'll get into it when it's all out, and I can just marathon it.
I mean, if you like
They're
feel
doing
good,
that now, where they're giving us back just like the little bit at a time instead of the full season.
yeah, it's week to week.
They're doing
week to
that
week.
again now.
and I kind of like it.
Sorry, Cameron, I interrupted you like 6 times.
I sure
so.
did. Something that you have seen also, The Menu with Ray Fiennes and the girl from Queen's Gambit with big
Gambit?
eyes, whose name I always forget. Anna something,
Anna
maybe.
Taylor-Joy,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Joy Taylor.
It's a thriller, not possibly horror, involving a high class like menu tasting. It's interesting though. It's kind of fresh. It's new.
I'd actually say
This is maybe the
this
third time we've talked about Menu.
This is spoiler alerts, but I think it's
Did
more
we
of
talk
like
about it on
a,
the podcast last week?
Yeah, oh yeah. I brought it up, and I think someone was. They're like, we
I
should.
probably brought it up.
Oh well,
3
for
weeks ago when I
more
watched it.
information, go see our past few What You Watchins. We'll just move on from this one then. Sorry.
This will be a non-audible thing, but this is just for the 3 of us. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you liked it or not.
Menu?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thumbs up for me. I
up?
liked it. Yeah, that's
good.
That's 3 thumbs up from Cold Classics podcast.
Midsummer vibes, right? A little bit.
Yeah. But like a sleeper hit. It's like, hey, did you guys see the menu? It's not that. Did you see it?
Right,
And
and
that's
it's
what
pretty
we said.
good. And I did see
Check
the
it out.
thumbnail for a while, and I was just putting it off, but it was worth the wait.
Apparently, in high-end French restaurants, they do send you home with like a goodie bag, and there's some accurate stuff in there with like the culinary arts that I thought was kind of cool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't like that you could just ask for takeout, but I don't want to spoil this for you. So go and see the menu. We've talked about it quite a bit, apparently.
Here's a spoiler.
What's up?
I think what surprised me is it's funnier than it seemed like it was going to be.
Interestingly, because
quite a bit
I've
funnier.
heard from other people say that it wasn't as funny as they were hoping for.
Wait, the Menu? Are we
Everything's
talking about the same
expectation
movie?
management.
Yeah,
Yeah. the menu.
there's definitely funny chuckle moments at it. I think it's funny.
Dark comedy.
Possibly
Dark comedy.
written from the writer of, well, I was going to say Scream, but isn't that Wes Craven? That can't be right.
Favorite
Maybe
table?
one of the
I like
later
a table
ones.
full of frat boy douchebags.
I like our main table. I just like the main story. John Leguizamo's in it. He's fun.
I hated whatever the main character's boyfriend. He's just like eating, sucking this guy's cock the whole time, basically. You got to go back to the kitchen? Wow, cool. What do you say? Is he pissed at me?
I guess I don't know if I have a favorite table.
For the second time, he's saying a new movie, something new, Winnie Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's a horror movie that is about
I saw that preview.
Winnie Pooh and Piglet going on a killing rampage. The plot is Christopher Robin leaves the 100-acre forest. They start starving, and because that, essentially,
100-acre wood.
essentially, it's public domain now that the characters are free to use, except for not all of them. So the plot is that Winnie the Pooh and Piglet ate everybody else, and then that made them go crazy. Now they're just murderers. So they're anthropomorphic. I can't say it right now.
What are you saying?
What is the word?
Anthropomorphic, giant animal-y humans that are on a killing spree. It's not good at all, but I watched it.
We're gonna have to get shit. It seems like that's along the lines of like Cocaine Bear. It's just here for
no, because that was kind of entertaining. It wasn't good. It wasn't
see
bad.
That?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I think we talked about it a few weeks ago. It's fine. I put it up there with Night Shift or Day Shift, that Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco movie where it wasn't overly funny. It had action. It was fine. It's fine.
I can't say it either.
See?
Anthropomorphic.
There you
it's
go.
not a really easy word to say. Having human character. Well,
anthropomorphic, having human characteristics.
Everybody try at home now.
Body of an animal.
Anthropomorphic.
Say that 3
I'll
times
tell you
fast.
what's not
Holy
anthropomorphic.
shit.
So last Halloween, first Halloween for the family, we dressed our little kid up as a wolf. It was cute. Megan and I put some wolf ears on, and a bunch of teenagers around the neighborhood are like, "What are you guys, furries?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're fucking furries."
I watched the sports gambling movie. Matthew McConaughey. 2 for the money. 1 for the money.
Oh, never mind. I have no idea what you're talking about then.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of one with Ryan Reynolds called Mississippi Run.
Oh, that's a good one. I want to watch that.
I don't know if it's good or not, but it's definitely long and about gambling.
I watched 2 for the Money with Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino. It's Cameron, you know the guy on the internet who like gives out gambling picks and he's screaming and he's running in his backyard.
Nope. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's literally about that guy.
Stu
Feiner, I'm pretty sure.
I've seen previews for this from like a while back. Yeah. How was it?
I liked it. I mean, it's sort of up my alley though. So if you're not into that thing, I could see how you wouldn't like it.
It seems like a scaled down with far less like Coke success, like a
Wall Street.
Yeah, but about sports gambling.
He's like a former college football star, and then he finds himself giving out like gambling picks, and I don't know. I liked it.
Hasn't the seedy world of gambling, which I still assume exists, now has been completely
you mean
Starbucks? You
like
can just do it on your phone
weed
now.
type of thing, like
like you used to have to do something to find a bookie. Now you can just
which is why we can celebrate this story. Now it's legal, and now it's so easy. They're like, look what this guy did. Look what he had to do.
Well, I assume that illegal gambling, just like illegal weed, will always exist, but it ruins those type of movies to some extent. Now they all have to be set in the past.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not. Maybe
like imagine Uncut
movies
Gems, like Adam Sandler was just like logging on to DraftKings, and that's how.
I'll tell you what.
So
you wouldn't have gotten
full
shot
disclosure,
in the face.
I've not seen it. I know how it ends.
You should watch it.
But I did recently get Netflix again. We re-signed up for it, and I did watch the Scout movie with the Sandman. He like scouts a Spanish player.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I do. What is that called?
The Scout?
I'll have to look it up. I definitely wasn't ready to talk about it. I forgot I watched it, but still fan of the Sandman, fan of a sports movie. That's a movie that exists.
Not doing any voices.
Hustle.
Not doing any voices. Just straight up Sandman acting.
Yeah,
just straight up Sandman acting, showing you that he's got some jumper. He's got the jumping and passing.
I bet there's one Adam Sandler moment in there though, where he screams at somebody.
Pass the ball.
Yeah.
If anything, it's not Zabadoo Sandman. It's more aggressive and angry Sandman.
Okay.
Like you alluded to.
Mm-hmm. I got what you're saying, man.
I mean, I think there's a Kevin Bacon movie that's the exact same thing. I think there's like 6 Scout movies from when we were kids. People going to other lands and scouting players, whether it be baseball or basketball.
Moneyball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But maybe more entertaining. A whole lot more basketball than there is baseball and Moneyball, I can tell you that much.
In comedy specials, watched 2 new ones recently. Bert Kreischer, Razzle Dazzle. That one hasn't been out for too long. I believe that one's on Netflix, so that one's free. It was fine. I kind of forgot a lot of it's kind of forgettable, but it's fine. It's up to par. I think Bert Kreischer stand-up's funny.
Is he coming out with either a short
The Machine
is he
movie?
coming out with The Machine?
Yeah, full length movie's going to be coming out pretty soon.
This May or
the previews look interesting. I've seen them now. The trailer actually looks like it'll be funny, I think.
I hope it's funny.
trailer.
It seems like it could just be like The Hangover. I mean, The Hangover's funny, but hopefully it's.
We were
More Bert
considering seeing
Kreischer-ish.
Bert Kreischer in concert, but then we just didn't.
Is that what you say in concert?
Yeah.
Comedians
How do you say?
Say live.
maybe.
Live? Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely peeking out, so this is going to be loud.
Well, back up a bit.
No, it's actually like getting closer is better, and then backing up makes it fuck.
Oh, well, then just stay right where you're at. Also, this came out today maybe came out on the 5th, but Jay Oakerson's Dog Belly, that's free on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll check that
It's
out.
actually really funny. It's mostly crowd work with some real bits in there, but it's not as dirty maybe as some of his other ones, but I'm a huge Big Jay Oakerson fan. I like this one a lot.
Oh yeah, it's free on YouTube. You said.
Yep, Big Jay Oakerson,
that
Dog
out.
Belly.
I know that a lot of his material is dirty, but that's like not why I like it because it's dirty.
No,
It's more
he's
just,
fitty,
like, his
he's
delivery
witty and
fun.
off the cuff. It's funny, his crowd work. He's just really quick.
He does a lot. Crowd work's entirely his thing now, right?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, but again, it's more like the crowd work always kind of works to a bit now, and he just kind of works his way in. But it's good. It's funny. Check it out.
You saw him in concert for real, right?
In concert again. I don't know if it's what we said.
God dang
No,
it!
I
How do you
saw
say
Tom-
it? You saw him live.
I saw Tom Segura. He actually he was on that tour, but not on the that run or like that date I was seeing. I think was the issue, if I recall.
Okay.
Someday though.
Okay.
Someday.
I heard the new the Louis special is good. It's $10 on his
Oh, I
website.
wanna see
but,
that.
you know,
I
if you
I
cancel
actually I
now,
watched that with Chris a couple weeks ago. It was fine. I mean, I think his older specials were funnier, but it
worth
was
the $10.
I watched it for free, so no, because I didn't end up paying for
Is
it.
it worth Chris's $10?
No, it was worth his. It was worth his coworkers.
Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. During his like on fire years, man, he was about as good as it got though for a stand up.
Did you like his show? It was always a little too dark.
Hit and miss.
Yeah, sometimes it was too sad for me.
You know how you guys say you don't love like Meet the Parents because it's kind of awkward and sad? It's a little bit of that
yeah.
for me. It's just like,
Yeah, I get that.
Meet the Parents and Bridesmaids. It's cringy. I can't do cringe, guys. Like I can do funny situational comedies and I can get set up and bad, but like I just don't like feeling bad with the character.
I get it.
For 90
a
minutes.
lot
It's not my
of
thing.
of Ben Stiller. Long Came Polly's kind of like that. I think the Heartbreak Kid. I can't remember what it's called. He has a couple like that. Well,
He has one of 3 characters and that's one of them.
true. And the other one's the funny evil maid that you see where he's just intense. And I kind of like that's my favorite one. That's the good one. Let's see here. Oh, this is old, but I started season 3 with my wife of True Detective from 2019. Season 1 of True Detective, really good. Season 2, we all know it was a sleeper. It sucked, but season 3 is starting out to be just as like kind of entertaining and like enticing as season 1. Not as, because I mean it was star-studded and it was great, but I'm liking it a lot.
I feel like sometimes you're working on your way to like, hey, let me get you started on The Wire or something
right?
like that. Yeah,
and that's the thing.
You keep going.
You know,
incrementally
I know I would love The Wire. I know I'd love 48, 24, whatever those shows were called. But I'd rather get The Sopranos first. You know,
sound like fucking Rickety
Well-
Cricket in that one episode where he's sucking the lemon.
I'm not going to get in Mind of a Dog.
I love the suggestion, but I'm just not going to make it to season 3 of True Detective. And I won't finish season 2.
Here's the thing. I'm not asking you to because we didn't. I did what you did. I watched the first few episodes. I'm like, this kind of sucks. But I'm saying they're not connected. It doesn't matter. Just start season 3
No,
of
they're
True
just like restarts.
Yeah, just start season 3 of True Detective. It's actually pretty good.
Succession just came back, kind of back in the saddle, and I'm going to finish it, because it's a Sunday show. That's what I miss. Sunday and HBO's, it's back for me, at least. I know everybody had Game of Thrones, but like whatever. Succession, I'm watching that week to week. And you guys had, what's that one show you guys just got done with that you talk about all the time?
Last of Us. HBO and Netflix
Last
are
of
giving
Us,
us a
yeah.
little bit of slow streaming content. I appreciate it.
I'll tell you a movie I'm not going to see, but Jessica, our sister, Hermione Cameron's sister, is like, hey, I saw a movie in theaters. I'm like, what movie did you see? Dungeons and Dragons. It's getting pretty good Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. I actually
Really?
have wanted to see it.
Yeah,
It looked
yeah.
good.
I didn't even hear about the movie until like a
No.
week ago, and then they're like, it's
What-
tomato. It's
I got
fresh
I have to
on
look
Rotten
that up
Tomatoes.
'cause I just have no idea.
Chris,
what that
Chris
was even.
Pine, and I forget who else is in it, but I think it's
Live
rated.
action.
Yeah, I think it's rated R too. I think it's like a.
No, there's no way that's right.
I might be talking to my ass on that one, but I feel like it is.
I can't remember what platform it's on, but
check.
you guys were talking about The Wire and like things you're going back to, and I watched the first episode of The Sopranos.
Oh shit! You're the first one to do it.
I'm going to start watching The Sopranos.
I'm gonna have to. You're gonna start talking about it, saying like Italian.
I watched
things.
the first season.
I won't do that.
I watched one season on Netflix when I got DVDs, like back in college.
Early Netflix.
Yeah.
Did we get a rating on Dungeons and Dragons? Am I completely crazy here? Dead air.
PG-13, because of course
that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
I could have sworn somebody said that. Let's see here. What else? I've been watching The Curse of Oak Island in background. That's not really worth mentioning. That's like pretty much it. It's just been
Have you guys heard
background
about this,
watches, guys' grocery games. Go on. Sorry. The Harry Potter HBO series that's going to come out and do sort of one series for one or one season for one book. Yeah, I mean,
wait, they're gonna like remake it? Because that I may be into.
I've heard rumors about it. Is it actually happening? Yeah, where it would be like a season per book, and they'd give it time and detail.
It'd be like, whatever, 7 seasons, 8 seasons.
But to do that, they're gonna do it with like the same actors. Because
no. I think it'd be.
They're just gonna recast.
So this is the reaction that everybody's having on Twitter. Is all the OG Harry Potter fans are like, if it's not with the main characters, what are we doing?
Wait,
they're just doing randos?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a new Harry Potter for TV.
Hannah Abbott?
So here's the problem, I think. Jordan, you're trying to understand, is this a new story or is it the same story being retold with recasting?
Same story retold, TV recasting.
Which makes, I mean, you have to anyway. They're too old. You'll probably get some cameos from the original cast.
Sure.
But we're going to run into the same problem. Not really, I guess, if you film a season a year and just like...
I'm trying to think, is there another like show that's done this where they've recasted like iconic characters that you're like
Terminator Genesis?
I'm sure there's a bunch of them, yeah.
Well, I'd say the most iconic one is, I think they remade Roots a few years ago, and you're like, but why?
Han Solo. They also did it with, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But they haven't done a movie 2 miniseries. I don't feel like
The Stand just came out again. It's a redo of a miniseries.
Yeah, but that was always a miniseries.
Yeah.
Like miniseries to miniseries. They're saying that they're going to take one movie or one book, make it a season, right? Like 6 episodes or whatever.
Lord of the Rings currently,
do that.
Isn't that an Amazon series for whatever's out now?
It's like a prequel or sequel or something.
That's one.
Jordan wants to see a Fuller House situation where...
No, she sure doesn't.
No, I didn't think... I'd honestly thought, okay, they'll someday remake Harry Potter. I didn't think it'd be this soon.
I mean, how many years is it? Well, here's the weird thing. They're still making like the magical world. We still have Magical Beast movies. So like, I feel like that's still a connection. You know what I mean? Before we get a whole reimagining, let's finish that plot.
Someone saw how good, like, I don't know, these games adaptation into TV shows are doing, and then they're like, let's just do that for our movie.
I can tell you what's going to
she was a part of it.
Take a big hit with the TV budget. If you thought Quidditch never quite looked right with the $300 million budget, it's going to look even worse on television.
That's probably right.
Well, who knows?
It's going to look way worse.
Maybe we'll get some James Cameron technology and computers in there, and it'll look fantastically motion captured.
It could. Maybe it actually looked better. I don't know. When's the last time we even saw Quidditch? Movie 4?
At C2E2 this weekend. I saw a bunch of kids playing Quidditch.
Cameron's referencing you went to Comic-Con or something in Chicago?
Chicago's version of it. After Passover.
You fucking nerd.
On the way into town, we literally rolled into the convention before officially going home. So it was only like the last 2 hours of the last day of it, but yeah, it's good. It's good fun. Good fun. Check out Urban Herman. We'll talk about it there.
I guess unless our podcast or something we do gets big, I'll probably never go to one of those.
We're not big.
You could just go to one. I think you're saying you won't be asked to attend one.
No, I'm saying unless I'm asked to attend one, I won't go to one.
Okay, sure.
Just because I just won't. It's a convention, and I'm sure this exists in many big cities, but Chicago specifically, so I'm sorry if this is annoying. Never went to the car show. I don't live there. I just want to go to the car show, see prototype cars and cool cars.
It still happens. You just have to come here. You guys been watching anything else this week, or should we wrap it up for now?
Last thing that I'm going to watch is the Masters. It's Masters Week.
Sports-oriented mark this week for what you watching.
Masters Weekend. I feel like I try to bring that to the pod. You guys are fucking losers. So no.
If anything, if it's interesting on Sunday, if there's a storyline Sunday, I'm more than
Right,
even more than
it's still early. It's 4 days of golf.
For me, it's
apparently
early.
Today was like, I guess, pristine weather in Augusta, and it's going to be like a high of like 50s going the rest of the way with some rain. So could be some slippery conditions out there.
The mystique that Augusta has, the look of it, the feel, it does make me, at least this much, and I know it's a problematic movie for a lot of reasons, whatever. I do want to watch a little Legend of Bagger Vance, just the one, get your swing back at night swing.
That's the best scene.
Oh, the night swing is great.
That's all I really need. And maybe one of his breakdowns in
Yeah, I
the
was about to say
woods.
that one where he's getting tunnel vision and it's blurring out. Yeah, give me that too. Yeah, okay.
And then maybe the first half an hour followed by the next hour of the movie. Maybe just start to finish. I like that fucking movie.
Well, on that note, thanks for checking out What You Watch and the bonus content here from Cult Classics. If you want more content, make sure you like and subscribe on the whole Majestic Jam network and all of our podcasts. Urban Hermit, I'm Not Crazy, Cult Classics, the High Wire podcast. Make sure you like on social media, and we'll check you on the next one.